Hello, Scorpio. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripecolor, and this is the reading for the month of July 2022. I think if I didn't say 2022, I could just say the same age for years and years and years. Today is Sunday, and I'm pre-recording for July 1st, obviously. I like to get them out before July. But I went dancing last night. I haven't gone dancing in like really, really dancing in years. And it was so, I don't know, freeing, basically, freeing. So my little mini message, because I always get a little mini message, is go out and do something you haven't done in a long time, or something that you have never done. And, just go for it. It's like, I think so many times we all limit ourselves. It's like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. It's like, why not? Why not? And also, so sometimes the way I get messages is whatever's going on for me in the moment, right? So I woke up and I had like some water and coffee and fruit, doing the laundry. And it's like, oh, get to work. Get to work. All right. Now let's see what's going on for Scorpio for July. And it's my reading. And, I know I have a lot of steady people, but for people who are new, soy escorpión también. Oh, okay. I bought a microphone, but I don't have the plug-in thing, so it's nice, but I don't have everything I need. I'll go get it. Okay, I got it already. We have the Hermit. The Hermit's a really powerful card. It's a really powerful card. And it's interesting because it's such a powerful card, but there's not much iconography. You have to really look for it, right? So the Hermit has this energy of being by oneself, and you're Scorpio, so you're good at that. But generally, I don't want to fit all of us into one category, there's this energy of, sort of isolating yourself and being by yourself and digging deep, like digging deep. And digging deep, and what are you looking for? And what you're looking for is a light of your own soul. What you're looking for is your own light, right? And that's what he's going to discover. And that's what leads him through the dark. And then we get the incredible, incredible Ace of Cups. Incredible. This is such an, for me, this is, oh, it's a new relationship. No, it's not the way I see it. For me, this is really like, the incredible love of the Godhead coming down and through and into you. It's like this mystical rain, not even a rain, almost like it's like morning dew. It's like morning dew coming upon you and blessing you. And it's also means intuition is way high. Intuition's way high. Okay, I think this is what you're going to be in touch with, because like once you go deeper into discovering your own light, right, your own guidance, because this is also, sometimes it's the mentor, but most times I read this as, being your own mentor, being your own guru, being your own wise man, wise woman, like that. Okay. This is what you discover, which is going to help you to change and to, this is also an intuitive card, actually. This is the card of Taurus, the opposite. But so this is the Pope, right? And so the idea here is sort of as above, so below. So it's like, it's about organization and about institutions and tradition and ritual and things that are very conservative, established, things like that. But I think the establishment is going to be based here, and it's almost like you're moving forward into like the spiritual realm, into your own light, and because you've like made that first step, and sort of talking to yourself here, you get this gift, and through that, like a new establishment is born, or it's heart-based. It's heart-based. It's heart-based, it's intuition-based. It's based in love. Really lovely opening. Pollution here is quite something. All right. And it's going to help you plant new seeds. Seeds in the garden of love. Right, another 5. Another 5. And you know what I think this is? I think this is like the chaos all around you. So not all around you personally, but just in the world, there's just a lot of chaos. It's funny, I was thinking early, right before the reading, there are people that I'm in touch with that, I mean, God bless them, and I completely get it. It's not, I'm not really sitting in a space of judgment. I'm sitting in a space of observation. And the reason I'm able to observe these things is because I've been there, okay? And what two people that I'm thinking of, they both have this energy of it not working out. It's a little bit of, oh, no matter what I do, it's not going to work out. Or, I tried hard enough, and then it's like, yeah, but if you put like a little bit more, or if you keep on going, and they just like lose, like the air goes out of the balloon. It's like, did you really want it? I don't know, So anyway, I'm just observing that and saying, I'm glad I'm not there. And the other thing is, for me personally, is I need to surround myself with people of a different, engage more and build more stronger bonds with people who are more like, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm going to go get it. This is right. People who are enthusiastic, optimistic, full of energy, that, right? Oh, well, I don't really feel well today. And, so even though we planned on going somewhere, oh, I'm just going to like not go out. And it's like, okay. So I think that's around, and I think you're going to be able to observe it, because he's also really an observer. Okay. Yeah, the transformation. Hello. Here we are in our own reading. Look, oh, the horse is going the wrong way. Wait, like that way. Yeah. You know what I like about this card? What I like about that, I like a lot about this card. But to me, it's so interesting that I always feel like I'm supposed to put on my glasses, like I need to see that so that you can see. It's a little weird. The king is dead, but spirit survives. but spirit survives, right? And this is, to me, at this moment, because it changes every week, um, this is like the child within you, like the innocent within you, the hopeful one, the optimistic one, the one who's like living in wonder, right? Children live in wonder. Everything's like, wow. I was trying to explain to somebody last night. I did explain. I didn't try. I did explain. There was somebody I was dancing with that was a friend of a friend, or whatever. And I was trying to explain to him what awe really means, because the word awesome in the United States is so overused. And it's a shame because it's like it almost it took it deflated the word. To be in awe is, to see the sunrise, to take in the magnificence of the ocean, or something, that's what awe, it's like, like and I was explaining to him like the sense of awe is, it affects all your senses, right? I could see it, I could smell it, I could feel it, I could taste it, I can hear it. It's like, and it's like, it just fills you. It fills you to such an extent that you can't even hold it all, right? You can't even hold it all. And I think this is the transformation. This is the transformation, right? So by going in and understanding, not only understanding, but being in touch with your own spirit, your own light, your own soul, the blessing comes through. And if you're basing your life in that and your new establishment in that, and start planting seeds, right? And being confident and, nourishing a new garden, basically, nourishing a new garden. And then it's like, I can't be bothered with this. It's like I see it around me, but I don't have to participate. So like, it's almost like the material is dead, but the spirit survives, and the sense of awe and joy survives. I never interpreted that card like that. And the other thing about this card is the sun is rising. The sun is rising. Like, here's the path, because the tarot is about a path. So it's not seen because of Scorpio, it's not seen, but that's where he's heading. Yay. Yay. So I think that both of these things are really about starting something new, planting a new garden. It's like, okay, in the garden of my head, right? I've made room and I've cleared land, right? My little garden of love. And I'm going to do whatever people do in the garden from Brooklyn. I mean, I have plants in my house, but that's about it. Oh, this plant needs this soil and blah, 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 all that. Yeah, I'm walking away from the past. I'm walking away from things that this is such a, for me, I always interpret this card as it was a spiritual quest, first of all, but it's not only walking away, and you didn't walk away with bridges burnt. You walked away. It's like, it's not interesting to me anymore. It's just not interesting. It's not satisfying to me anymore. That's it. It's not that at all. But not only is he walking away, he's following his passion. He's wearing red. So it's like, well, that used to interest me, but it doesn't really interest me anymore. And now I'm off on this quest for something that's more satisfying, more interesting. It's kind of like what I said in the beginning. It's like, well, yeah. So I didn't get up the daily last night until like 2 a.m. because I was here and it was raining. It was like pouring. I'm living in Mexico City, if you knew. So, and when it rains here, it's like the end of the world rain. And I'm like, oh, it's raining. I'm used to it because it's like that happens pretty much every day for a few months now. And my friend, who's actually straight, he's really a nice guy, and we keep in touch a lot. And I met him through a English-Spanish exchange. And he's like, "Oh, well, we're at this restaurant, and they're all going out for gay pride, and do you want to come?" And I'm like, "Sure." Um, I'm not always like that. Sometimes I'm like, "No, I got to do my work, and I got to do, and I'm very serious about my work, really. But it's good to like let go a little bit. So I went, and I haven't been like in a nightclub, and like I went a few months ago with my friend, but we went to a place that was like this big, and it was fun. It was fun. But this was like a real nightclub. It was like 3 floors, and they had dancers, and the whole thing. And I got there, and he had some gay friends, and he introduced me, blah blah blah. And my Spanish is más o menos, which is like more or less, which is like, in other words, it's sort of working, it's sort of not. And they were all so busy. La, 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 la. It's like, I came here to dance, so I just danced all night. And it was really good for me, man. It was so good for me. It was really good. So it's like, it's, I'm moving toward my joy. That's what I am. I'm moving toward my joy. And I think that's the message also. Move toward your joy. I said that a few weeks ago, and I keep on saying basically the same message in different words. Move toward your, planting flowers makes me really happy. Learning about a certain topic, Scorpio, makes me really happy. Whatever it is, more of that, more of that, more of that, more of that, more of that. Yeah, I'm taking responsibility. I'm taking responsibility. I'm taking responsibility for my life and my happiness and my joy. I'm taking like, that doesn't make me happy. So why are you doing it? So why are you doing it? Do something that makes you happy. Look, there are things in our lives that we have to take care of. Doing the dishes doesn't make me happy. I'm going to have to do it, and I do it. But a lot of other things, it's like, yeah, you got to get done what you got to get done, in order to like keep the roof over your head, blah, 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 blah. I get it. But there's always room for things that bring you joy. And the more of that you're in, and actively planting and actively nourishing, the more it's going to get back to you. The more it's going to get back to you. Choices. So this is a really interesting card. It's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful card. I think it's the most beautiful card actually in the deck, or amongst them. For me, and here's the angel again, by the way. Well, not that there was an angel before. But I feel like a lot of spiritual energy coming through here. Adam and Eve had the choice, right? Like, let's just get down to it, right? Adam and Eve had the choice, right? And they made a choice, right? Which expelled them. Okay. We live in a world of choice. We live in a world of free will. That's where we live. So in this plane, in this incarnation, one can choose to live in the garden, or one can choose to live not in the garden, let's say. You can choose to live in the garden or choose not to live in the garden. It's like, what am I surrounding myself with? What am I putting in my body? Who am I surrounding myself with? What am I putting in my head? What type of thoughts am I thinking? Am I led by my light, or am I led by everything and everyone around me in the outside world? There's a much deeper reality going on that, for me, tapping into it has made it's changed my attitude about everything, about how I see myself, about the experiences that I've had, about what my hopes are, where I'm going, who I attract, et cetera, et cetera. And really at the end, underneath everything, it's the sense of myself has changed so dramatically in the course of my life, but it didn't just happen. I had to like work toward it. It didn't just like, it didn't. Like for me, it didn't. For some people it does, but for me, it didn't. And for me, I think I needed to like really work at it. It made me like feel, it was ownership, gave me ownership. Yeah. Dios mío. Okay. Look, Scorpio, I know we're used to negative cards. So this is so first of all, it's a 3. And I've said before, all the swords have this, like the iconography of the swords is like, they're all dark. Even like the best sword card, like the iconography is very dark. So you have to like, see through that. It's a 3, it's creative thinking. But the other thing about this card is, this is part of the choice. It's like I can choose to live in heartache. I can choose to live in a gloomy day. I can choose to live in that, or, there you go. All right, so let's do this as a little mini reading within the reading. Here we go. Here are the choices. So on the positive side, this is creative thinking, right? But, let's say I'm reading it, in that heartache, it's heartache. Or I could choose to live here, stable. What's the word? It's like a little party. It's like it's a celebration. There's a little celebration going on here, but it's really important that there are 4. And this, not only is this like for me the card of domesticity and like little celebration. So I don't usually read it so much as celebration. I read it more as domesticity, and stability. But the other thing about this card is, it's the home. The home is not just a physical home. The home can also symbolize, how I feel about myself and my body in this incarnation. Like that's what the home is. This is the home that you take with you. And I've learned that firsthand. So like this is the home that you take with you. How do I feel about my physical body? How, what's going on with my mental state? Isn't it nice to go into a house that's like clean and organized and beautiful, right? Or am I living either physically or mentally or emotionally in a place that's like, I can't find anything. Everything's dusty. The roof needs repair, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that's what this is. And that's what this is. So maybe it's like, okay, so I've gone in and I've seen like, well, this area of the house or this area of my mind or this area of my emotional state, kind of needs to be cleaned or upgraded or changed. I like that. I've never had a home. I've always lived in an apartment, but I love to like decorate, move crap around, stuff with things around. I always wanted to have a house big enough. It's like, well, this room is the guest room, or this room is this room, or it's that room, or this room, or that room, or that room. Every month I would be changing it. So it's like, well, I have this extra room in my house that is kind of like, I just put all the junk in there. And maybe if I clear the junk out, symbolically, then I can have this empty room that I can decide what to put in there. Maybe I can put, Maybe I can make it, I take off the roof, make it into a greenhouse. Maybe I can make it like a room that I build things in, because I love to build. Or maybe I can make it a room, like a separate room for a certain crowd of people that I want to have over all the time, right? Maybe I can make this incredible meditation room, right? And then, you have like something, I love when they do this, you press a button on the wall and this like spiritual music comes on, and then maybe even have like a fog machine, oh, I feel like we're in heaven. And everyone walks out like, part of the fun. So I think there are real choices here, and tremendous opportunities. Tremendous. I'm going to throw one more for self-nurturing, for being practical, for being in the garden again, being in the garden. She's also in the garden. A lot of gardens here. A lot of gardens, actually. Yeah. Yeah. She's the practical one. She's the practical queen. She's nourishing and loving and kind, but she doesn't really overdo it. She's like the most centered in a certain way for me. And I believe it's a self-nourishment thing. It's a self-nourishment thing. I think, you get to be the child, like in the death card, but you also get to be the loving, nurturing, practical mother in that card. You get to be both, and, go back and forth. And so, like the child in me, basically went dancing, but it was the mother in me that gave myself permission. It's like, yeah, why did you go dancing? If you go there and you go in and it's like it's not for you, so it's not for you. So you leave. Big deal. But it ended up really being fun. And I had enough. What happened is because it was gay pride, they just kept on letting people in. And like there was no room to dance anymore. And I was like, this place is a fire trap. Like you can't even dance. You're really on top of people, which is fine, but not if you can't dance. And it was like, okay, I had my fun. And then I left at like, I don't know, 1:30 or something. I mean, we got there really early, but the parade, I took videos of the parade is on my Instagram and pictures and stuff. It went on for like 7.5 hours, and there could have been 1 million people easily. There could have easily been 1 million people there, honestly. I mean, who could judge, I love when whenever there's a protest or whenever there's a parade, they give you these numbers. It's like, I was there, like there were less people, or I was there, it's like there were more people. Anyway, blessings to you. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely July. I think there's this real opportunity. I think there's this really big opportunity to weed the garden. Weed the garden and plant something new. All right. Blessings. Thanks for tuning in.